in this series.
If you shoot it fast enough, you can kill him before he teleports. Maxi finds a kill as well with the space Darion created with that cloud burst into the dash. And now the spike is going to go down. Bleed are starting off very fast on this map.
And expect to see a lot of that throughout this match. Darion creating the space, going on in on the Jet this time. Other times we'll see him on Raze to allow the rest of the team to frag on out. Now 3v5 situation. In goes Monyet on his own Jet. And now sitting wide open as the cloud burst goes away. Severine gets a couple. Now a 1v2 situation, 44 HP. Will he be able to pick up the kills with the Frenzy? Only 7 left alive. Darion still up close. Headshots could do it here. They're both lining up. No one is hitting their shots, and Severine has the opportunity here on the spike. Gets the tap, trying to get the clear out. The Frenzy has just enough bullets. He's ran out. Has to switch on over to the Classic, and Darion gets the answer. A hectic round number 1 goes the way of Bleed. Mid, you got 2 people going long A, and now Monyet knows the play has been executed. This is done pretty early for Bleed, as now NC Slasher's head is shown. Darion can't land the shots. Good slow down here in defense by ONIC.
Pith found a trade kill, but it's still a 2-for-1 Bleed. They get the site, but they're gonna have to take this outnumbered 3 versus 4 right now. But Redla even things out with that Spectre, is able to pick up a Vandal to upgrade as well. ONIC now to fight this 3v3. They still have the Odin. They have Vandals. This is a buy round for them. This is a crucial round for them to win.
Yep, Pith watching the crossfire. Shiro knows he has to wait. Maxi wins 1, Maxi wins 2, and now it's a 1v3, and Shiro gonna save right off of that one as round 6 begins, and they'll have a tie at least if they win this round. Darion goes on in. Blind is Shiro, dead is Shiro, and the site yet again, almost in control, as Elmi Moore has something to say about it. Looking for something, and the tour de force lives up to a name, but Redla answers back. But here comes NC Slasher, working his way on through to the site into a 2v2. Slasher low, and runs right into Pith. Bad timing, as Severine gets taken down as well. It's at least a tie for the half, and ONIC have no answer. They should be able to buy out for the rest of the half no matter what, as ONIC still searching for answers. But Bleed, they're the test makers. They've got them all right now. Severine, they might have one. It might be a drink of wine here is the way to go as NC Slasher goes on in. And behind them is Severine. I don't think they know quite yet. There's only one more. It's Pith. Pith is blind in the corner, but now Severine is blind. Pith gets the answer, but on the opposite side, everyone goes down. It's Monyet, and there it is. You guess C enough times, eventually on the multi-answer or the multi-choice question, you'll get one of them right. Maybe we don't have the economy for guns in those first couple of rounds, but we have the economy for utility, and it's been 3 utility rounds in a row. And Elmi Moore with another opening pick on the Darion. And Key, you set up the playbook here. Get that opening pick, slow down the initiator, and you will win rounds. And Elmi Moore still in the corner, still has a rendezvous as well, but doesn't need to do it, as it's a date for death here for Bleed. Finally, they get Shiro, but Elmi Moore still into the corner with the operator and lining it up. There's the rendezvous, and Monyet comes on in and wipes him up. You got blood on your face here, Bleed. Darion waiting to peek. Now goes. The Haunt comes out and sees Pith, and Severine gets one with the fragment through the nebula. Monyet sees a couple, reloads, has all 13 bullets, and lands a couple. It sprays through. One more to go, and Lenny gets taken down. We've been waiting for Monyet. There he is, and an all-important pistol round goes to ONIC.
More on the lurk yet again. He might be able to cut down Redla, and he finds that kill.
Oh,
Darion, though, with a classic, finds Shiro. I think that gun might be dangerous. 2
different lurking battles happening at the same time, while those on the site were still holding, and Maxi gets 2, drops down. You hear the squishy squish. Slasher knows that it's a fake, as it's only him left alive, and Bleed turned this one on its head. We wanted to see who was gonna buck the trend. As they held their water just a little bit longer. Ooh, and Elmi Moore catches Lenny's head. It clips the wall, but does enough damage. And so the Headhunter coming up big yet again, as we've seen all tournament long. Darion tried to get a little bit there on Monyet as the Battle of the Jets. We'll have to wait for another day. Redla closing the door to market. but now getting pushed on through, and that Headhunter is doing a ton of work right now. 0 points suppressing the healing, and there goes Retla. He eventually dies, and see Slasher getting one as well. And so either team doesn't want to win on their bye here.
Is it going to be a counter Thrifty for the side of ONIC? That Headhunter on Elmimore has just proven to be so lethal. That's information found by Monyet. NC Slasher with a flag. Gets taken down. No, Pith finds him. 2v3 right now, and the big guns are still on Bleed's side, so if they play this perfectly, they can still take this round back, but the headshot from Shiro finds Maxi. It's all down to Pith. 1v3 with this Vandal. He's up against 3 pistols, but can he do it? He's running out of time. He's forced to take action right now.
Now trying to hold them here, possibly to punish any sort of economy. I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Maybe he wants to save his. Going to check this far side. Yeah, no way to get the defuse here, and will depart first. Still hanging tight, making sure no one can get through. The spike will explode no matter what. He does get one. It does not get the other. Elmimore lives, does not live with a Vandal, though, for that coveted spot to champions. Representing APAC, and Darian with one tap right there. Picks up the kill. Monyet goes down, so it's an opening kill for the first time for Bleed in a bit, and now the Null Command shutting down the Blade Storm, and will buy very precious time.
And this is where the KO shines, really shutting it down, but that's Nightfall going to be committed. Gonna try to go for this retake Bleed, but they need to wait it out. They need to wait for the decay to stop.
There it is, a counter Null Command coming in. Bleed getting another, but time is of the essence. One in hell, one still waiting over at Wine. Pith has started the defuse. I don't know if Severine can hear. The defuser got killed, and so now it wasn't at half. Shiro trying to get through the smoke. Time still of the essence, and yes, they will be able to get it. Bleed, it was chaotic, but they win it 3-0 with 3 members alive, 9-8.
That ONIC can win Thrifties.
Oh, Pith moving on over early. Oh, sorry. Maxi moving on over early. Pith getting taken down. Slasher almost gets 2, only gets 1. Maxi gets revived. Darian still alive. Hiding a little bit longer. Oh, the cloud burst. Will he be able to find Darian? He guesses that Darian shift to the other side, and one Jet meets another Jet. Jet brains don't try to dissect them because they understand each other. And now it's Elmimore holding the corner. Will he be able to get it? No, and Lenny with the Odin answers. Maxi gets another one. He now knows both of them are in hell. Here comes the Nightfall. Will he be able to do enough damage? Lenny shooting on through, sprays on the ground. Oh, and it's a 2v4 retake by Bleed. We've been waiting for one of these rounds, Key, and it's Bleed with the decisive comeback.
Being able to find the kill, it's going to be a fast play. Elmimore again with the Headhunter finding Darion yet again, but Maxi is going to be there for the trade. Lenny with the Odin finds one. Elmimore with the Headhunter yet again, another kill, but Lenny is going to be spraying with that Odin as Pith finds a headshot onto Monyet. And what just happened in this round? They just pushed forward, and it's a massacre on B lobby.
Yeah, and I think if you're Bleed and ONIC, you now know if ONIC call a timeout, be ready for a change of pace. They've done this almost every time here, as Severine has a little bit of a view of the Odin. I don't think Lenny knows. And again, Lenny is one shot away from dying and does get it, but it was costly, down to 49 HP, as Pith and Retla will be here for the retake. Retla still has to rotate all the way on over from A. Oh, Pith decides to try and take it early here.
Going for the flash, trying to go for these kills, but with the Spectre, can't really find anything at range. He's going to want to take this on his own terms. He's going to want to take this close. He still has another flash and a fragment. Use the flash. He's able to find one. The fragment as well. He gets it. Severine gets the 1v3 clutch.
With the Spectre as well, against the Vandal, against the Odin, and against the odds. ONIC does it again.
Right now, there's 4 members of Bleed on A. They're not going to find anyone, so this is yet another gamble that they just might lose.
A huge gamble, and there comes the ult. It's easy for Maxi. There goes 1. There goes 2. Guarding the mid. Rotated now, Lenny. Oh, no, Lenny!
But Maxi, he finds 3. He finds 4. He's just shooting them. It's just all headshots. Can he find Elmimore as well? That could be his ace. But Retla takes the kill, but Bleed win the Thrifty round. They know it's going to be an A play, so they've already positioned. I think this might be a pretty good round for them if they can find opening picks.
Perfect fragment there, and great job observers catching that one, but fragments don't help when bullets land, and Bleed just wiped the floor with ONIC. Maxi, Retla, and Pith joining forces to get round 13. What are you talking about? We have trouble closing it on out. They do it in half a second as Bleed win Ascent and go up 1-0 in the lower bracket finals against ONIC.
No one's on A at all, and like you mentioned, they love the A side, they love the executes on that. The shock dart is gonna hit Redla pretty low. He's gonna top himself up, but Severin gets a headshot. Darion is there for the trade with a headhunter. There's a flank coming in. Lenny is going to be there. Pith counters as well, finds the headshot onto NC Slasher. Monyet is forced to back out of this. There's still Darion on site, so ONIC, they're split up. They're not really pushing together, but they take Darion down. This could be dangerous for Bleed because they don't have control over the spike. Monyet gets taken down. But the snake bite and the nano swarms are stopping ONIC from doing anything at all as Maxi finds a kill onto Elmimore and Pith cleans things up. Bleed. Such a great post plan from them. Difference in philosophy for many teams coming to the third round. Look at the buys in them. That's 4 rifles on it. It's not all Vandals for sure. But Shiro finds 3! They line up and he knocks them all down. That's going to be 3 quick kills for him as Bleed are just very, very disadvantaged now.
Oh man, I gotta wonder, like, Darion heard the smoke. And then started running. And then everyone started running. You had to follow the leader there. You had to follow the call. But Darion gave a lot of footsteps away for Shiro to line up. And he gets all 3, knowing that, hey, there's a small area that I hear at least 2 pairs of footsteps. And he picks it up. And now the round's solidly in ONIC's favor. And oh, what a great arrow. Landing onto Lenny. Does get taken out. And now Elmimore knows there's multiple here. Gets the head. And now it's just Lenny left alive. That was the one that got spotted. And around the corner, it's a double peek. And he has no shot against Monyet. Hero play by Shiro.
He lost a few times like the previous map, but Darion finds the first kill. Elmimore with the headshot. Shiro finds one on his own as well. And a tour de force from Severin is going to find 2 kills all down to Lenny right now. We said they were supposed to be winning this round, but we just cursed them.
Yeah. Good old caster curse. It's everyone's favorite. Lenny takes a couple shots so they know where he's at now.
30 seconds left.
Fakes the spike plant. And will start the full one now. Shiro still holding the corner and down it goes. Oh, now they know where Shiro is. Lenny shoots a shock dart, gets a decent amount of damage from it. Lenny down to 32, looking the wrong way. Timing. He does have his back to the corner, and Severin answers the call. It's 3 for Severin, and forget what your casters say. I don't know anything. The eco win.
Shock dart's not lined up for that anti-plant. Darion finds the first kill onto Elmimore, and Severin only has a headhunter to his name.
Darion. Woo! Trying to find Severin. The elbows are almost touching, just rubbing elbows, and there it is. No answer, and Darion shot from there before, and now gets shot up by Monyet through the cloudburst. Nice play, and see Slasher at half. And there's the crossfire from distance, the Hunter's Fury coming in.
Bleed have chosen to go B again. Can they find Severin? They do take him low. He rendezvous out. But he's so low already, and they're not at any advantage on the side of ONIC. They're 1 man down. The Killjoy ultimate is out as well. Elmimore tries to make it competitive, but the Viper Spit is out. Elmimore trying to creep up. Just dodges the lockdown, tries to stop the spike plant, but it goes down anyway. Has to go into this Viper Spit to find anyone.
Did a decent amount of damage there to Lenny. But Lenny is able to get himself on out. Shiro answers 1 as Lenny does go down, so the damage did play a part of it. Elmimore was able to dink on in. Turret gets taken on out, so has to hop out to heal up from the decay. Maxi and Pith. This is the Swedish duo. Now it's just 1v1.
Elmimore almost got that headshot, but he just can't find Maxi, who's been sneaky. He goes back into his... Oh my god, he finds the kill!
He pre-fires him, has enough time for the defuse, right? Yeah, it's a big round here for ONIC, and it's the man, Elmi Moore, who's had the most clutch rounds here for this squad, doing it yet again.
That's a good detection. They detect everyone on Bleed, but Bleed are just not going to stop. They're going in anyway. Red Line Pit are going to come in, but Monyet finds a double kill. They line up for him. They make it a 2v2, and ONIC can breathe a little bit here. Bleed have been slowed down. Monyet dashes away to safety.
Yeah, will get off the site to give himself a better advantage. Probably was faking that Severine was going to be with him, but now we know we've got two 1v1s. Lenny takes a zipper up top, and this is a difficult spot to be in for Severine, but he answers! And now it's just Lenny left alive, and he uses a double zipper! You love the double zipper. Monyet starts it, Cloudburst up. A little bit of panic by Lenny, does it again, another Cloudburst. Dodges away from the recon bolt. Oh, does give away that he's there, and here it is, the start, but through the wall, 45 HP, panic! And Monyet, he's gonna use the zipper yet again! Oh, and no one dies yet! The right clicks, and now we're playing a game of tag! It's out of time! Monyet gets the kill, but Lenny gets the round! And too much zipper play leads to an oopsie! And now Bleed go to 6! And it is a budget buy here for ONIC. Grab whatever you can and see what you can do, and he can do a lot! The shorty comes through yet again, as it has all tournament long! And it's a numbers advantage now for ONIC, but again, not many guns. There it is, Severine answers, but there goes the tour de force. Elmi Moore says, I don't need anything else other than the Sheriff, and it is another one! A Thrifty going the side of ONIC. Why can't people with leads just hold on to it here, Key? Now, this is going to be such a hard retake, as the lineup's already set up as well by Lenny. Darian says, once is good, I'll do it twice. He does get taken down by NC Slasher. Wall will come up to try and protect against any of the lineups. There's one down to 5 HP, still stays alive. Maxi on the flank, he's the big flanker. Slasher does not know what's coming. Oh, he does! And the round gets stolen away by ONIC! They were ready for the plans that Bleed had, and we get tied up here. Creates space, and Lenny is on site and not seen, and now in a bit of trouble, gets one. Down to 44, just trying to buy time for the rest of the team, but then Slasher takes away that time. Pith on site, Darian with the jumping Maxi is able to, or jumping Slasher able to pick up the kill. And now it is Pith and Darian very low. Shiro low as well, but Elmi Moore is here, and they push together. It is a 2v2 crossfire, and the winners of this one are ONIC. They get themselves a pistol round and the lead. Execution. Go right now. Look at Maxi, buys time, takes away the easy, plants the wall, will not protect the second snake bite. And so it does buy a bit of time. He does get tagged. Monyet going hunting. And NC Slasher finds one. Maxi on 12 HP finds an answer, but you still don't like the fact he's on 12 HP. Monyet takes down Lenny. 4v3. Maxi gets 2 on 12 HP, so not a bad hold by him, but the team is slow to rotate around.
Very slow. They haven't gotten there just yet. They need to reset the fight on the side of ONIC, and they've done so. They've changed their post-plant positions. They might even be looking at lineups, and I think for the side of Bleed, they're going to have to find these kills fast, but that snakebite is just discouraging them from pushing forward. Elmi
Moore with the lineups. Monyet gets one there. He'll run away. It's a save for Darian, looking for any lurkers, but decides to hold on to it. Reliable information. Up top is Monyet, had the opportunity to go for the slam dunk, misses it, and Darian gets away, slows him down. Wall gets popped on up, and time is of the essence. Darian still buying more time. Elmi Moore creating space. Severine and Elmi Moore continue to just wipe up the floor. It's Pith in a 1v4. Gets 2, peeks around the corner, still alive. You can hear the footsteps. And now NC Slasher has a lineup and doesn't see Pith. Oh my God, Pith is so lucky with the timing. And now we'll have the opportunity to take on Severine. 1v1 with the backstab. Does not clear out the rest of yellow though. And then get shot in the back. Wow. Someone check their watch because I guess
nobody's watching.
No one's watching anything.
Sounds
of lots of success there. And there it is. Severine comes back from the death. and pulls out the tour de force. Says, I don't need yellow to get themselves the victory. And now Lenny finds the answer. NC Slasher taken low, but will be able to heal up as Sage. Oh! And the Nano Swarm almost takes him down. And Darian now has to rotate on over. Pith as well in heaven in a 2v4 retake situation. We've had a couple of really big ones go the way of ONIC 2v4, especially against Team Secret over in last round on Breeze. But now it's Bleed that need to do it, and instead, they're gonna play for the tie. And it's gonna be explosive. Here comes the Hunter's Fury, but Darian gets taken down early on. Lenny trading on back to Elmi Moore. The spike does get planted on B, so Viper's Pit just butt time, but not a round win, and that's what you need right now if you're Bleed. Retla thinking about getting the wall down, clears out yellow as much as he can, still has Resurrection. Severine on top of one of the crates, buying a bit of time. Pith up against the wall, has a little bit of cover, but trades on out. That's what they were looking for. Monyet still alive. Shiro becoming the hero, and now it's just Maxi left alive. 26 HP, spike ticking, and we're going to a map number 3. ONIC, they started to fumble the bag, but they close it on off, 13-10. Monyet did not buy a fast lane here. And so he's able to buy a frenzy and do this. All right, well, you try to set him up sometimes and it doesn't work. Darian picks up the kill with the frenzy of his own as the rest of the team now try to hold the site 4v5. Blind is NC Slasher, but gets one. Pith trading it back on out. Now Severine holding the awkward angle for Bleed to think about. Turret has been popped on up. Oh, Defuse doesn't get to half. And yeah, that does end up being a kill. Only one left alive. Elmi Moore on the big wraparound. And Darian goes down as well. Getting to half is Redla. Redla gets up and barely stays alive. Oh no, he holds on for a little bit longer. But Bleed win yet another comprehensive round. Great performances, but that whole take was based off of the fast lane, but that was not value at all. Hopping around, getting taken down. Oh no, Lenny. Fumbling the bag on that one is Retla. Answers back, there's 2 in a row, and Onyx push falling just a bit short. NC Slasher bowing down to Bleed, and now Shiro can't find anything either. 3-1.
Damage allows a little bit of space for ONIC as another kill onto Darian. That's a quick headshot.
You know there's someone lurking, and there it is. Shiro ready for it. It's Retla, so he's like, all right. Where's Maxi coming from? Maxi's around here. Maxi's by Haybase. Yeah, there it is. He reads them like a book, and Maxi's chapter ends in a way that he does not like. Pith!
The spray down to Elmi Moore was not expecting that. They're not going to hunt him down, though.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Shiro's over here, too. There's no way you can know this if you're Pith. You have no idea where they're at.
He's going to get shot out here.
Yeah, okay, there it is. It's a 4K for Shiro and a great round for him. You want to make sure that it works out, and this time Monyet taking a decent amount of damage. The overdrive coming through. Monyet gets taken down. Retla answers to Shiro, and that was an investment of a pretty important ultimate here by Monyet, not working, as it is multiple members up C long as Slasher on the flank does not guess exactly where Maxi is. Retla gets a final kill. Maxi closing it on out. Full buys on in for ONIC. 2 operator shots missing there by Darian. Fast lane pops on up. Lenny trying to keep an eye on it. Here's some bunny hopping. But Severine and Monyet, they win their battles. In comes Retla and Pith and trades on back. Retla gets another one, and now we're down to 1. It's another chapter in the same story.
The same thing happening over and over again. They get onto the side, but it's just not enough. Retla and Maxi, we've seen them so many times show up on the Haven on this defensive side. They're the ones who are locking down these sites. They did it on C. They're now doing it on A. They have control over the spike. And Retla just racking up the frags. Got a triple this round. He and Maxi are playing such a good crossfire right now that I don't think Shiro has any chance of winning this round.
One enemy remaining.
Or never mind. Go for a 1v2.
I didn't want to counteract you. And oh, Shiro, this is what they needed. Finally, it's not the way that they wanted. They were able to get onto the site, but Shiro has that hero moment. Darian says, hey, everyone, they are here. We are gonna need some backup as, oh, Severine gets on in and catches Redla on the rotation. Moniette with the slide, picking up a couple. And Shiro and Severine cleared things out. It's just one left alive, and Maxi on the rotation finally gets outflanked. We have not seen that happen too often. Only a half left before we know who's going to the grand finals of the LCQ, as Shiro misses his first couple of shots, has to rendezvous back to safety. Slasher trying to hit with the right click of the Classic, but classically loses that fight. Now Elmi Moore picks up 2, still alive at 22, gets 3, and that's a big one here. Again, Bleed have won majority of the pistol rounds. Maxi very low, and the spike down C-Long.
He doesn't have any information. He doesn't even know that both of them are there. That's why he's been checking the corners. He uses the dark cover coming out, but there's 2 of them waiting in the shadows. This is Maxi's playbook. Normally, he's the one hiding in the dark shadows.
Knows that NC Slash is a little bit further up, but Darian has struck through the smoke, able to get one, and someone catch that smoke and got Elmi Moore with trigger discipline, but misses the shots, and Darian cleans it on up. Oh, if you're Elmi Moore, he's had so many of those moments, but that is not one that he's gonna want to remember. And Severine in the impossible 1v5 situation, forced to back on off.
They're just waiting. Paranoia coming out. Hits 2. A shrouded step from Maxi. He gets taken out by NC Slasher. There's the Hunter's Fury as well getting committed. It's going to be trades, but it's just Elmi Moore left because he was using that Hunter's Fury. Bleed. It's an expensive round for them, but they look to have it. Elmi Moore, 49 HP on him. Gets some damage done, and now it's winnable. He just needs to land 1 bullet. Body shot is fine as well. Both players very low right now, but it looks like Lenny is the one that's snaking around. He's going to whip. Oh, he doesn't! He misses the shots! He almost had it! He drops off wrong, and Elmi Moore finds the shot through the wall. How does that happen? Able to steal that round away from Bleed. They've gotten away with murder twice this time around. There's the Hunter's Fury getting committed by Lenny. Shiro finds a kill though. He does tag Shiro down, but Maxi gets taken down, and Bleed are trying to rush into the side. It's getting a little bit messy. Darren finds a 1-for-1, but they all get decimated. It's all down to Lenny, who just can't find anything, and we are back to a tie game.
Moniette, Darian, Moniette, they're jiggling, they're wiggling. I'm running out of words to say, and finally, there it goes, and Darian gets 2, and the lineup is there. Severine closes them off.
Yeah, they find the lineup. Darren was able to get a 2-for-1 again. That's the value Darren brings to the team. Always finds these. There's a Rolling Thunder coming in. Severine tries to get away. Redla is there to receive. And NC Slasher tries to stay in hell, but he gets sent there instead as Shiro finds one, but it's a 3v1. Kenny clutches yet again. He has the operator, not the best gun to do this, and he said no.
Yep.
No. But it's still a 3v4. ONIC still have the advantage here.
And Severine, he got tagged in the head through the wall, stays alive, and Maxi. Here he is, a classic flanker's flank. A lot of the focus is on the site. Will Maxi get some value as the fighting begins? Lenny sees the barrel of the operator, it goes down. In the shadow is Severine, but there's Lenny with 1 left alive. Oh my God! Lenny does it! Win a 1v3 clutch! Lenny with the 3K and Bleed stay alive for a little bit longer. Oh, here comes NC Slasher. Please give me the call. It's time to adjudicate them. There's 1, there's 2, and NC Slasher does the damage. A 4v2 left up for Bleed as they were the ones on the bye.
They had full rivals and they just get destroyed off of that first kill from the Sheriff. The judge whittles their numbers down. And ONIC are yet to steal a round. They look like they're about to steal this again from Bleed. Unless oh no! Unless Bleed can do something about it, but can they? As they just get thriftied yet again.
Tied right on up. Again, 1st to 13. If we tied at 12, we'll go to overtime. Somehow the first overtime of the day. And yet again, Pith getting picked off by his own team's Hunter's Fury, but Lenny opens it on up onto Severine. There's Maxi getting one. There's Redla getting another. And they're falling apart. Are on it. And Redla does it right on back. He had himself one hell of a first half and then comes up huge. But it is a full C play. and that has everyone bamboozled on the side of ONIC. Severine gets one, so it slows it down. NC Slasher, oh, he's getting shot through the dark cover.
Yeah, the judge not gonna adjudicate anyone this time around, and Bleed have found their home, and that C site this time, that's their haven. This is their map. This is their series. They're trying to hold it together. They're trying to hold it still. 4v4.
Oh, here comes the fast lane, clearing out the cover is Monyet. NC Slasher gets no value out of the judge. Just one left alive, and it's Pith as Elmi Moore and the rest of ONIC have got it multiple times. No, Monyet gets off the spike. Here comes Pith. He chose concussion. Will he be able to get it? No, it is the win for ONIC, and we're going to overtime. Just like my voice is going out the window. Economy is not an excuse. It's about how you play, and Monyet yet again getting onto the site, using the neon as NC Slasher and Monyet do the work, and Pith can't answer either. Smooth like butter, they're on the site. Lenny through the wall, but he gets taken down. It's all up to Darian. He's had some big moments in the past. NC Slash is the only one that has any damage, but he has a ton of kills and takes away the ability from Darian using the null command. They do not know exactly where he's at. He shot a couple of bullets, but it was during the voice line, so maybe they didn't hear.
Potentially could not have heard it. If there's anyone that can pull off this 1v4 though, it's Darian. If there's anyone on Bleed that can pull off a miracle, it's Darian. But he gets caught out. The smoke dissipates just as he walks out. The timing not swinging just yet. There's the owl coming out. Oh, they see the knee. Shiro stands his ground. They don't know that the operator is here just yet. They just know that there's a Sova. Flash coming out. They're the ones doing the aggressive instead. Elmi Moore finds two. NC Slasher finds one, but Redla returns one kill. Shiro finds a kill. It's all down to Redla. Can ONIC do this?
In the blind, Darian did an updraft 360 and then get shot in the back. And now it's Redline a 1v4. He's the man that pushed us into that match point during regulation, but this is a huge ask. Indonesia on the cusp of making history in the form of ONIC. The head is shown. He's busy. He's trying to stay alive for a little bit longer. Fakes the plan and just throw bodies on it. There it is. ONIC have done it. Your winners in this bloodthirsty match. They have the blood.